I find it deeply funny and ironic that on the exact same day that the legacy media and the Liberal Party, but I repeat myself, are trying to put forward the narrative that Pierre Poilievre's Conservatives are conspiracy theorists, that the legacy media and the Liberal Party quite literally conspired to get that narrative out to the public. 4 different legacy media companies literally put out the same headline: Poilievre Conservative Party embracing language of mainstream conspiracy theories. Isn't that a little bit weird that while the Liberal Party is trying to make the case that Pierre Poilievre is like making the Conservative Party more extreme, and there's all these wackadoos and like conspiracy theorists entering the party, that the legacy media and the Liberal Party are literally colluding in order to get that narrative out to the Canadian public? Whatever. But what does the legacy media consider conspiratorial in this context? It's that Pierre Poilievre and the Conservative Party disagree with the WEF. They do not like the World Economic Forum's agenda. That is literally considered a conspiracy theory. Pierre Poilievre was able to boot up his computer, go onto the WF's website, watch their conference videos, and he said, I don't agree with those ideas, and I don't agree with all the politicians in the Liberal Party in Canada who agree with that agenda. That's literally considered a conspiracy theory. Listening to your lying eyes and ears, that is now a conspiracy theory. Justin Trudeau, it's now no longer conspiring for Justin Trudeau, the Liberal Party, the World Economic Forum, and various other, politicians from other countries to all meet up and all agree to different agenda items that they would like to push in their respective countries. Not that this is somehow like a world government sort of a thing. I'm not alleging that. The Conservative Party is not alleging that. But obviously, these people are all sort of agreeing to a similar playbook. This is the reason why a lot of the sort of people who go to the World Economic Forum push the same sort of different pieces of public policy. But again, this is considered by the legacy media to be conspiratorial. If you can see what the World Economic Forum is saying, and you can say, I don't agree with that, and they're obviously trying to influence governments with this sort of stuff. But anyways, this is all just giving me a great setup to talk about the fact that the Liberal Party and the legacy media are the real conspiracy theorists. There is not even an election that goes by that the Liberal Party and the legacy media does not push the idea that somehow the Conservatives are out there to get you. They're going to take away your health care. They're going to take away all your Social Security benefits. They're going to shut down like a bunch of nonprofits that do great work for children. That literally gets said every single election. We literally just had this in Alberta, where I don't necessarily love everything about Danielle Smith, but there was never a chance that she was going to privatize healthcare. There was nothing that was indicated in the UCP platform or anything she had said while running for premier or while she was premier that would make anyone believe that she was going to actually get rid of public healthcare. Yet the legacy media and the NDP and the Liberals federally kind of wading into the provincial election, all of them pushed the idea that the UCP was going to take away your healthcare, and not one of them was called out for being a conspiracy theorist. Because at the end of the day, that is a conspiracy theory. You're pretending that Danielle Smith and her government is sitting in a dark, shadowy room trying to figure out how to take away healthcare from old ladies, because that is definitely the picture that the left is trying to paint. And this happens all the time in elections. This definitely happened to Stephen Harper in the 2015 federal election, where this Mike Duffy scandal, where Mike Duffy, like a nobody senator, was billing a ton of stuff to Canadian taxpayers, and someone in the Conservative Party, flipped the bill for what Duffy was trying to get taxpayers to pay for in order to sort of trying to like mend that wound without having it turn into a scandal. That was considered a great insertion point for the legacy media to pretend that there's all sorts of crazy corrupt dealings going on inside the Harper government. There's all this shadowy sort of these shadowy forces in the government. And they're very insular and they don't want what they're up to and stuff like that. That was considered a completely above the board kind of a way of talking about the Harper government. Yet literally the legacy media will never even talk in these similar terms about Justin Trudeau's government, which literally conspires to enrich their donors, to enrich the Trudeau family, and in order to buy themselves votes through things like the deferred prosecution agreement with SNC-Lavalin. The legacy media never talks about the Liberals the way they talk about Conservatives. They always talk about Conservatives like they're out to get you, and they're all colluding to make sure to screw over old ladies and make sure that they don't get any more public transportation. But Liberals, no, leave them alone. And this happens all the time. Every single time a Conservative has won a nomination in this election cycle heading toward 2025, like Roman Baber, the Liberals immediately come out and they come up with all these wackadoo theories to try and pretend like someone like Roman Baber is a member of the alt-right. Roman Baber, a Jewish Canadian, is a member of the alt-right, which it's debatable if the alt-right's even really right-wing. They actually believe in a lot of left-wing things. That he's somehow a member of the alt-right, which is deeply anti-Semitic. This is such like things that people like Mark Garrettson, the MP from Kingston and the Islands, is saying. This is what, like, I think there was another Liberal MP from Vancouver pushing this garbage. But the legacy media is never going to call it those people for being conspiratorial, for pretending that Roman Baber being against lockdowns means that he's somehow a Nazi. Like, this stuff is never followed up on from the legacy media. It's only ever followed up on if a conservative points out that an international organization believes the things that they put on their website. That is deeply conspiratorial. It's deeply wrong, disgusting. Get it out of Canada. But you know, the liberals the liberals smearing conservatives as being extremists and evil with no evidence. That's not a conspiracy theory. And at the same time, the media and the legacy media, or the legacy media and the Liberal Party, are going to literally conspire in order to maintain these narratives and smear conservatives. But whatever, conservatives, conspiracy theorists, liberals, and legacy media, they're mainstream. You don't have to worry about them. Doesn't matter what they say. It's just mainstream opinion. You know, don't think too much about it. But anyways, that's the end of this video today. And because of Bill C-18 and because I'm having a absolute insanely difficult time getting any content out on TNT's Facebook page or on Google, please consider donating to my legal fund at the Give Send Go link below, or to the Give Send Go fundraiser for TNT to help us pay our bills. We have very, very heavy bills when it comes to maintaining our email lists on our website, so it really helps just to pitch in $5, $10. I'd love it if you gave us $100. Not asking for it. But all this helps us get by. I have that lawsuit that I've already had to pay $15,000 in, so any amount of money helps. I'm going to be trying to put out way more YouTube videos these days because YouTube's one of the few avenues where I'm not being restricted. So make sure you subscribe so you keep seeing our videos, and then also make sure to click on the link in the description alongside the Give Send Go links to our website's email list. Sign up for our email so that we can get you our articles, because the articles are the most difficult thing to get people in touch with these days. And have a great day.